let's get back to the ship and then travel to Fallbrook, and from Fallbrook to Amber Heights, and see what happens when we talk to Zora and give her the information we downloaded.
Our fuel cells are now primed with Alta Vitae gas. As the organics say, let us hope we do not explode in transit to the groundbreaker.
I'm sorry, what?
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Okay, and we have not exploded. I cannot help but notice and somewhat prioritize that.
Sanitizing within established radius.
Okay. Be careful when you sanitize that locker. It does contain rather a lot of weaponry. Okay, now I think I want to take Naoka with me. I'm just not 100% sure I now want to take Felix. He seems a little hot-headed and impressionable for the current situation. Could take Elliot. I can't help but feel this is an instance where I actually want Vicar Max with me. For all his faults, he seems to be oddly level-headed at times. And he did seem to like Zora, so seeing as we're going to speak to her, I think... Yeah, honestly, I actually think I want Max with me. Now, we've still got to run all the way through Fallbrook and then off to Amber Heights, but that shouldn't take too long. It's not that far. Okay. Take the lookouts out first. Then the guys that will try to come rushing, because running a long way towards a man with a rifle is such a good idea. Hello? Is he just staring at us? That's a little weird, isn't it? You know, I much prefer the pistol. But I have to admit, this is a very, very effective weapon. You know, when you're feeling a little lazy and can't quite muster the energy to go rushing forward to engage the enemy, this is perfect. And it just looks so damned nice as well. Was there more of them? I'm hearing growling.
Incoming.
I'll take that as it. Okay. I am so glad you guys are paying attention while I loot. I can't even be bothered walking over there to get the meat now. Or apparently pick the meat up from... I can't even be bothered going backwards. I've sold rather a lot of Raptidon meat, and it's not worth that much. And I'm beginning to get enough money that I've started picking up mods. For example, I now have Mag to Ray. Don't know how useful that's going to be, or which weapon I would replace with it. I mean... Oh, that is actually a tough one. Because I do like the hunting rifle being corrosive. It goes straight through armour. But the N-ray damage actually ignores armour, I believe. So that actually could be... That could be the way to do this. Okay, you're an iconoclast. Where the... Hi?
Hey.
Have you guys always been out here? Because I have to admit, Oh!
Well, if it isn't my friendly wilderness savior.
Okay.
While picking up supplies from Bronson, I happened to tell your tale, and wouldn't you know it, he recalled your assistance in other matters. Many thanks, stranger. Care to purchase a thing or two?
Weston, right? What are you doing out here? Yeah.
The iconoclasts have folk around the wilderness. Occasionally, some of them come to me for aid, providing they can't make it back to Amber Heights.
Can't make it back to... It's like about 30 seconds walk from here. I think. Oh, unless I've gone the wrong way, which is more than possible. Iconoclasts, huh? What do you think about their leader?
Well, I try to keep my head down, but I have heard that Graham fella rambling on a few too many times. Might say he's obsessed. Were I the type to say a thing like that?
Yeah, no, I'm... What do you have for trade? And I'm going to go straight to the... I've got that. Nightingale's leaping injectors. Oh, dodge distancing. Because I don't really do a huge amount of dodging, really. 34% discount. That's a good discount. I don't believe I've got much to sell you, but hey, I have a little to sell you. And it's weighing me down, and you give me good prices, so... Okay, that's... See, I've got a lot of money here. Your insurgent looks a little on edge. Right, yeah, there's Amber Heights. Okay, well, at least we know where we can find him if we do need to do some quick trading without running into Amber Heights. Now, we should also talk to Ash. It was Ash, wasn't it? Who I think I found... Right, Bronson's been talking, which is nice. Where was Ash? He was in the bar, wasn't he? Let's just go and talk to him first. Get this out of the way. Okay.
I'm drinking here. Move yourself on. Nothing on this moon for nobody. There's a lot of heartbreak.
Yeah. What's your story? I've already spoken to you about your story. I found Lamont's body.
You know, a tiny part, a damn stupid part of me hoped he was still out there. What happened?
They brought themselves a ticket off-world, but they were attacked while waiting for it. They got sloppy, looked like mantis. No. They bought themselves a ticket off-world and were attacked while waiting for it.
Damn. Well, you find our box of memories?
I did, but... Yeah. I found a list of agents in the outpost, and you're not on that list.
Well, ain't you clever? Fine. I was supposed to pick him up that night. Thing is, another offer came along.
Right.
A bit more lucrative.
So you abandoned them. You made a deal with them, and you betrayed them. Let me guess. This is not a box of memories.
Surely ain't. But it'll buy me some better ones. Look, I like your gumption. I was gonna share the bits, but here's a couple extra. Now go on. Leave an old man to his past.
Yeah, I should have kept them. I mean, I knew it was gonna be bad. But, you know, I think secretly I was hoping that the box was going to contain something that was personal to him, and it was going to explain that he had betrayed them for a reason or something. Not just, oh, it's a... I mean, think about it. He's essentially got a better offer, did that job instead, but he still wanted to get paid for that one, and we helped him. Honestly, I'm not even happy that, for some odd reason, my hands wanted to hand over the bloody money. That's just annoying. Okay, Zora. Let's speak to Zora. Okay.
Welcome back. You find anything out there?
I might have. I found a data cartridge.
Let's see. These are old. Looks like correspondences between the pirates. Some bits here, some there, some... Wait. This one's got the Amber Heights gate code on it. Just like the one I found earlier. And here's... a letter. Wait, this is from Graham. Oh, of all the...
Right.
Captain. He gave them the gate codes.
He must have needed to take out the executive. He's not exact. So he caused the attack.
Yeah. He did. He really did. I know he's got his head in the clouds, but I always believed there was a core of good there. What the hell happened to live and let live? Look, I need to think. Plan. Figure out if I should talk to him or shoot him. Or both. Just don't give him the module yet. Give me a little time. I'll meet you at his place.
No, there it is. Sucker bait. That is actually done. So now it's just a matter of figuring out who to give the module to. But she said that we should give her some time and then meet her at his place. Now, he does not have a house here, does he? So, because that wasn't it, and we had the bar over here and little Tucky's place. So she must mean meet her at his, I don't know, headquarters? I'm guessing that's what she means. Does this mean we have to go away and then come back at a later date? Because honestly, I kind of wanted to wrap things up here and... I kind of want to do what she says, though. Can we talk to him without giving him the thing, possibly?
The gunship. Have you secured its targeting module?
No. I know you're responsible for Amber Heights massacre. Oh! No. Question. Yeah, what are you planning to do with it?
Mount its guns to our walls or the walls of Stellar Bay. The board is coming, Captain, and these weapons will defend us from their blasphemies.
Okay, I suppose you won't have to worry about Raptidons either. I'm not so sure you'll be able to repair those things. Do you? Yeah. Are you sure you can repair them?
I have faith in my people, Captain. The universe does too. Else it would not have delivered us this opportunity.
Right. Before we get to that, I just want to know something. Yeah, no, I haven't got it yet. I'm just, I'm wondering something.
All right.
What am I wondering? What's your story? I've already asked, haven't I? Yeah, no, I tell you what,
Before all this, I was a writer for MSI's product catalog. It was my purpose to spread awareness of Saltuna in its various forms. The certainty with which I spun among the other cogs in their machine stifled creativity and personal growth.
Okay. I can relate. Flying my own course may be dangerous, but at least it's freedom. What made you... Yeah, no, I can relate. Flying my own course may be dangerous, but at least it's freedom.
On that, we agree.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
The gunship. Have you secured its
No.
targeting
I'm gonna
module?
go off and get it. It's a big job. It's a big... Ooh, do I want to... Not yet, no. We definitely want to, you know, I say we let Zora handle that one. Yeah. How long do you need? Oh, I'll tell you what then. Why don't we go and have a word with Sanjar and see if we can find out, you know, what his intentions are.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Are they not bored of those yet? I mean, really? Okay, Stellar Bay.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
You know, you are a little prideful at times, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, I think we will stick with the same two. Okay, now... I'm wondering whether I should speak to her as well. Okay, Sanjar.
If the iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch.
Don't worry.
I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet? I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the iconoclasts.
No, it's very... Could you agree to a truce with the iconoclasts? Why do you need the targeting module? Okay, don't tell him about the logs, because then he's gonna not believe me. Well, he's gonna want to know about the targeting module. What do you need the targeting module for?
Well, because the module controls the weapons systems.
Don't be snippy with me if you want me to go and get this for you. I mean, why do you need the gunship weapon systems? Aren't you supposed to be making peace with the board?
Because once we mount them on Stellar Bay's walls, no Marauder or Raptidon will ever be a threat to us again. Stellar Bay will be as secure as any other settlement in Halcyon.
I get it. I don't see how UDL is going to let you keep their toys. Also a good point.
The board's own salvage and recovery clause 32B would say differently.
And they
32B.
won't dare challenge us over this. Not after the data you found on their experiments here.
Okay, clause 32B. That means we can take stuff if it's salvaged, right? I'm going to have to file that one away. Just don't ask me to lug a bunch of cannons from the ship too. Seems like you're... What is so bad about the iconoclasts reaching the gunship?
Can you imagine what those maniacs would do with weapons like that? They'd wreak havoc.
And roll back all the progress we've made at reconciling with the rest of Halcyon.
Maybe things need a shake-up? You don't know that. I don't know. You've met Graham. Probably a good point.
Even if they merely sat on the scraps, the threat of a bunch of anarchists holding a gunship would bring the full wrath of the board down on Monarch. We can't afford that.
I'm skeptical they'd care enough to wipe us out, but if they did, we wouldn't stand a chance.
Oh, you see our quandary then.
Oh. So... Right, okay. So this could attract the board's full might. Why can't your people handle this?
Look, Celia, he's being funny again.
I don't think so, sir.
Really? Well, I could have sworn... Well, that's not important. What is important is that there's a considerable distance between us and that ship, and most of it is inhabited by Marauders and Raptidons.
True. Give it... No, okay. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty treacherous. What's the matter? Can't get your hands dirty now and then?
Do you just think of these things in the moment, or do you write them down and save them for later? They're very good.
Okay. Could you... No, forget it.
Oh.
Just really, forget it. Okay, just don't ask me to lug a bunch of cannons from that ship too.
Don't worry. We'll send an engineering team for those later. We'll have to disconnect them from the rest of the ship.
Of course, they'll be useless without that targeting module, which is why it's critical that you retrieve it.
Okay, why can't the engineering... Says the guy sending me to go get it. Yeah. Why can you send an engineering crew for the guns but not the module? Oh, actually, out of curiosity, these weapons do sound pretty powerful.
Which is also why we can't let the iconoclasts get them.
Okay, enough about the gunship.
Good, because we haven't a moment to lose.
Okay, yeah, no, No. Could you agree to a truce with the iconoclasts out of curiosity?
They're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together.
I read your review. Sanjay, you can't do this alone.
Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
Okay. Pull your head out your ass, Sanjay. Don't screw this opportunity up over wounded pride. Yes.
Normally, I'd find this kind of talk from you quite invigorating. But this is a difficult moment for me. Still, perhaps you have a point. Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
Okay, what about Graham? Oh, how did things get so bad between you and the iconoclasts? First of all, let's...
How do these things ever start? Once upon a time, Graham and I saw the same problems with MSI. A rigid corporate structure with no regard for its people. But where I wanted to reform MSI, he only wanted to take it apart. As if starving in the wilderness is somehow better than starving under corporate mismanagement. He won't hear reason now, and I wouldn't trust him again.
Right, but what about Zora? She seems very level-headed. And she has the best interest of people at heart too. And so do you. You're a bit of a pencil pusher. No offence. Well, I meant it offensive, but you probably take it as a compliment. But she's, you know, of a similar mind to you, but more practical.
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first.
That is actually... I've actually got her review. Already found it on a terminal in Cascadia.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
If I can put her in charge... If we confront Graham about the deaths he caused and convince him to step down the way we did with, I've forgotten his name, Thompson. Could we bring these guys together? Prevent a war? Alright, let's go back and see if Zora has had enough time. And if not, I say we chat. Oh. Do you think maybe we should chat with him about the issue before we speak to Zora? Ooh, yeah. Okay, is Zora... Okay, has she actually gone to see... Oh. Hi.
Captain, we should chat.
Yeah.
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden.
Let's be frank here. He's an unhinged charlatan.
You're not wrong.
Okay.
But get the hell off your high horse, preacher. This ain't exactly easy for me. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
Okay. See, that's why I brought Max, for his valuable insight. Although, let's face it, I best not take him anywhere where tact is required. I'm with you there, let's talk to him, and you'd run it in his stead. I'm not going against... No, and you'd run it in his stead, right?
Yeah. Hell, most of our people listen to me already.
Oh, ooh. Isn't this going against the philosophist's way? Is it? Probably.
I thought so, but now I'm not so sure. Graham's always saying that what will be, that we're all here for a reason. Maybe his was to teach me to lead, and maybe mine is to save the colony where he can't.
Yeah. Okay, Sarah. The iconoclast may take your orders, but most of them believe in his teachings. That's true, isn't it?
Sometimes you gotta do what's best for someone, even if they think you're wrong. Even if it's painful. When we're in Stellar Bay, they'll come around.
You hope? You hope they'll come around, or do you know they'll come around? And what's next? What will you do when you're in charge? Because that's pretty important, because you are saying when we're in Stellar Bay, you're still, like, thinking, you know, of attacking them. You don't know that there may be another option. At least, I don't think you know there's another option. So what's next? What will you do when you're in charge?
Take Stellar Bay. Lick our wounds. Eventually, figure out how the hell we're going to spread the word to the rest of the colony.
Fair enough.
I'm going to confront him. Can I count on your support?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Zora. Time to save Monarch.
Right. Okay, Max. If you could shush a little during their conversation, that would probably be for the best. Oh, do you want me to...
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
I'm sorry, Graham, but Zora's taken over. Stand down, Graham. We aren't here to argue. We're here to... Yeah, stand down, Graham.
Stand down? I'm afraid I don't understand, Captain.
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops? Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
Yeah? I do. She's got the best interest of the Iconoclasts at heart. True. You're about to take over a planet, and you can't handle that responsibility. Also true. I just think she'll be a better leader. Just let's get on with it, Zora. I do. I think she'll be a better leader.
How can you say that, after all I've done for the Iconoclasts? They wouldn't be here without me. I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
Those deaths are on your hand, Graham. No amount of meditating will clean them. You ran. You needed a clear conscience, so you ran. You don't seek enlightenment. You just feel guilty. Yeah. Those deaths are on your hand, Graham. No amount of meditating will clean them.
I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
Okay, that were not much of a choice. Sorry. That is really not necessary. Surely.
Please. Don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Wait, what?
Here they come.
What? Really?
Mess with us?
Okay, that is not... Okay, right. Iconoclast reputation increased. Really? Probably a bit disrespectful.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You've got the... Void help me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
Oh, right. Oh, yes, hold on. I was thinking you and Sanjar could join forces.
I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
Inspiration. What was it you said? Sometimes the best option is the most painful one. Persuade. Sanjar has corporate resources you could use to spread the message. Your people have suffered long enough you could... Yeah, no, inspiration. What was it you said? Sometimes the best option is the most painful one?
That's not exactly it, but you've got a point. We've lost a hell of a lot to this fight. Graham would never agree to this, but I'm starting to realize how often he led us astray. All right, if he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
Funny you should say that. Yeah. I may have already mentioned it to him, and, he's agreed to meet.
Well then. I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
Really? Okay, brilliant, brilliant. That is... I do not need to loot Graham. No, I don't. I do not need to loot him. That would be disrespectful. Yeah, it would be very disrespectful. Oh, it's the place I got the hat, isn't it? I'm going to take that as a good omen. I'm going to take that as a good omen. And I think it's probably just quicker to run straight there. Although, I'm probably going to end up fighting random marauders. I've not run up this stretch of road for a while. Fallbrook to Amber Heights I've done numerous times, but it has been a while. Okay, this is kind of weirding me out a little bit. There has not been a living soul between Amber Heights and here. That's probably a good sign. Maybe they're just finally running out of marauders? Maybe? Now I'm getting deeply suspicious. Are we going to get ambushed or something? You know the saying, it's too quiet. Okay, so it looks like he's already here. We sent a... Oh, okay, they must have known a shortcut. Do I need... Oh.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
That's the spirit. You've got to scale it back. You don't have time for the nonsense. Let's just get this... But no, that's the spirit. Well done. Way to go. Way to go.
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
If it were, I wouldn't be standing here all vulnerable like.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
And you'll have fun doing that, won't you? You live for that. If you're going to draw up a budget, I'd appreciate a paycheck. What if the iconoclasts just supported your supply lines? You don't have weeks. Zora's ready to storm the city right... Let's not go with that one. What if the iconoclasts just support your supply lines?
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain.
Oh, no, I'm not saying live outside, just help in the wilderness once in a while is what I'm saying. Yeah, actually, that is what I'm saying. I'm saying be useful.
Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Well, I'll be damned. If you two can work together, maybe there's some hope for this place after all.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend. And I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that.
Careful, Zora. Graham was Sanjar's friend. Something tells me Sanjar didn't know. I don't think Sanjar would have hurt anyone. If he knew, he didn't agree to it. No, something tells me Sanjar didn't know about any of this.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far.
It is. We found correspondences between him and the pirates. Wasn't it convenient how they all died after blocking your proposal? You're missing the big picture for the details again. Probably is. Look, we found a correspondence between him and the pirates. I don't think... Am I wrong about Sanjar? It's not... The thing is if he was just like that he said nice, kind things, I think maybe he was trying to play me. But he also says mindlessly stupid things, which makes me think he doesn't have what it takes to play me. But I could be wrong. Maybe he's that good. He's playing the... I was going to say buffoon. Not buffoon, but you know what I mean. We found correspondences between him and the pirates.
But that means... I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I buy it. Sanjar ain't capable of hurting a sprat, even from a
Yeah, I get that feeling.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it.
Thing is he tries to look after people. Take it back a notch, Zora. You're here for your people, not for the past. Sanjay, you're a leader. That means taking responsibility. There's a bit of truth in that. You know what? Maybe you should have seen it coming, Sanjar. Maybe you should have known Graham was a bit, off his rocker.
Very well. I suppose my ignorance is no excuse.
Good man.
I knew Graham for years. I should have done my due diligence and known exactly who I was working with.
Surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out.
Was that so hard? Now hug it out. No, okay. Glad to hear it. I'm hopeful about this alliance. I am actually, oddly enough, surprisingly enough, I'm hopeful about this alliance.
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. I guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
We've changed the course of the future, Captain. You helped steer it toward the better.
You think? You think? Okay, that's good news, I guess. He says, looking for loot that he might have missed. We've helped store this place to a better future. Now I think it's time for us to steer ourselves to a better future of our own. Because, I don't know about you, but I am about ready to get the hell out of here.